starts when the man says pow. Dan who, Brandon, man so handsome. Want Marvel Legends and you know who has them. Tune in, it's 8 o'clock. Makes you wanna buy toys so you hate to watch. It's on a Thursday, it can change like that though. Got no money left cause I gave it all to Hasbro. Enjoy the show. Haha. Okay. Dan who? Wanna talk some toys? Let's start now. You know the show starts when the man says pow. Dan who? Brandon, man so handsome. Want Marvel Legends and you know who has them. Tune in, it's 8 o'clock. Makes you wanna buy toys so you hate to watch. It's on a Thursday, it can change like that though. Got no money left cause I gave it all to Hasbro. Enjoy the show. Haha. Okay. Dan who? Wanna talk some toys? Let's start now. You know the show starts when the man says pow. Dan who? Brandon, man so handsome. Want Marvel Legends and you know who has them. Tune in, it's 8 o'clock. Makes you wanna buy toys so you hate to watch. It's on a Thursday, it can change like that though. Got no money left cause I gave it all to Hasbro. Enjoy the show. Haha. Okay. Dan who? Wanna talk some toys? Let's start now. You know the show starts when the man says pow. Dan who? Brandon, man so handsome. Want Marvel Legends and you know who has them. Tune in, it's 8 o'clock. Makes you wanna buy toys so you hate to watch. It's on a Thursday, it can change like that though. Got no money left cause I gave it all to Hasbro. Okay. Dan who? Dan double U. Let's go. Ow, wow, listen right now. Everybody knows the man that says pow. Start the show, gonna talk some toys. This is for the grown-up girls and boys making noise. Let's start the show. Talking Marvel Legends and the money that we blow. Honestly, look, there ain't no stopping me. Turtles and Joes too, let's do this properly. Need to buy more toys, don't tell my bank. Wasn't me, promise it was Hellfire Hank. Whole Who crew, look, they made me do it. If it lands at my door, then I best review it. Screw it, I don't usually boast, but I got Rich M, he's here to host. Raise a toast and raise some ducks. This isn't your average show, we're deluxe. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W, and welcome to episode 251. And what's the date, people? The date is the 14th of August, 2025. And 5 years ago, technically it was on the 13th, so 5 years and a day. So we were very close to being bang on the target. But 5 years ago, on the 13th of August, 2020, I started a YouTube show called Dan Who Live. At the time, I think I just hit the 10K mark. COVID was settling in, everyone was stuck at home, and we just wanted to enjoy this hobby and talk some toys. Who knew that 5 years later, I would be here? And of course, I'm not on my own, because I've now got an upgrading co-host as well. It's Rich M. Rich, displayed once.
Hey! I mean, 5 years ago, I never thought that I'd be the one sitting here. I tell you that now. So, hey!
Did you genuinely watch from episode 1, or did you discover it later?
No. No, Dan. Like, I think maybe episode 3 or 4, I think.
And you thought, what are these two idiots on about? These know nothing about anything.
Yeah.
I need to educate.
Because you were like, you messaged me like, oh, I'm starting a live show, you should watch. And I was like, oh, whatever, live show. And then I started tuning in. And here I am.
There you are, 5 years
From
later.
watcher to the greatest co-host around.
Yeah, because people may or may not know.
I got money in the bank.
Oh, look at that. Bring Toys to Work.
Bring Toys to Work donated $50. Congrats on 5 amazing years.
That's all he says. Michael, thank you so much. Michael with the channel, well, not just the channel membership, he literally has the Streamlabs donation link. Much appreciated, Michael. He knows I love him. Congrats on 5 amazing years. Yeah, that's crazy. I was about to say to Rich, like, five years ago, I think Rich don't mind me saying that he had a YouTube channel. That's how I knew of Rich. And then we would chat for a little bit on Instagram. And I'd chat to a few people on Instagram before I actually started doing live and content. Brandon and me used to actually be in competition because Brandon used to get figures first and he'd review them on like the Necker Street Diorama. And like if he ever beat me to a review, I'd get well annoyed because he'd give it to like the Marvel Legends UK people. So I was like, always trying to beat Brandon. So then I thought maybe I should just make my enemy my friend and invite him on my stream. And the rest is history. And then we trained him up, and now he works for the Hasbro global team because he took all our knowledge, took all the knowledge that we give him over the years. Shout out Brandon. I am only joking, of course, but shout out Brandon.
Shout out Brandon.
Because again, I knew I didn't want to start a live stream on my own. I always preferred the conversational format type vibe. I just think it feels more natural when you're just having a conversation with a friend. It's more genuine, more natural. So I never wanted to be that guy just egotistical, sat in front of the computer screen talking to the chat. No shade on Wade. Wade does what he does, but I wanted to have a conversation, so Brandon would jump in, and I obviously joke, shout out Wade, because he was like one of the first toy tubers to regularly live stream for sure. But one of my first live streams was like with Todd ages ago. We're gonna reminisce, but thank you to everybody. Thank you to Bring Toys to Work. Let me just scroll up because I can see Justin Collects, who just celebrated his 50th show, and he actually went back and ranked every single episode, which was crazy. Me and Rich definitely won't be doing that, but he did gift the channel membership token, which was caught by Gabrielle. So thank you very much, Justin. Thank you very much to Bring Toys to Work. I've got a couple of other channel membership tokens down here as well. Channel member for 40 months. Shout out Daniel S. Channel member for 53 months, Cloud Foxwell. I wasn't here at the start, but very early on, some of the best 5 years. Yeah, crazy times. We're going to get into it. I'm going to go back. We're going to have a little look at episode 1. I'm aware that today's stream isn't particularly about a Marvel Legends topic or a Marvel theme. So I know that the people watching here this evening are the real ones, all right? The ones that are here for the community, because, again, we appreciate you. We wouldn't be here if people weren't watching us. So maybe for tradition's sake, if we hit 100 today on the live stream, Rich, or maybe I'll flash some lights like an old school video. Right, let me go to the housekeeping first and foremost. Anything over £4 or $4, Friday, we'll read out our super chat. I realised, Rich, I started doing this on, like, I think it was like episode 5. It was the debut of Hellfire Hank. I also found out who named Hellfire Hank. Like, I found out who were the first person to actually utter the words Hellfire Hank. So I will bring that up as well. But anything over £4 or $4. Over 250 episodes, I have never inflated Friday. You want to get involved with the conversation while contributing to the channel, you can do so. It's very much appreciated. Take it one step further, hit that join button. And if you do hit that join button, you can come and join us on the channel. You can be a part of the channel. I tell you all the time. Shout out Jeff, who just just subscribed. Hopefully you're watching live. Shout out Josh. Upgrade your channel membership to Who Crew Deluxe, and you can join us for the after show every single Thursday. I need to set a little goal, don't I, for channel membership tokens. There we go. I'll do that right now. If we get 5 super chats today, we've already got 1. Then Dan, Who Extra, will be live for the public. Only while it's live, though. Only while it's live. It will be live. There we go. Started the goal. Oh, that's the wrong one. So yes, 5-year anniversary stream. Rich, let's say hello to some people, all right? Let's just say hello to some people. See if the OGs are here. The Wolfpack Toy Review, Magal, he is definitely an OG. He is up in the chat. Mark Tac was there for episode 1. I did double check. I did confirm. Mark Tac was there from the beginning, and he is still here, absolutely part of the channel now. He's a co-host on Joe's and Juice. Remember that show? We did a little mini one on Legends of Liquor. John's there as well. Justin, Arvin, Paul McCarthy says, wow, 5 years. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Christian Cyclops is there. He says, good morning from the Philippines. Happy 5th anniversary. More videos and toys to come. Yes, absolutely.
Gregory Trejo donated $4.99.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Party Popper, on 5 years, Dan and Rich. Y'all some real ones. Cheers, clinking glasses.
Cheers to you. I would get some party poppers, and but Ted would go crazy. Like if I get a party popper or anything like that, Ted goes savage. So I couldn't do that while Ted's on his own. Who else we got? We got Phoenix, Chica Monkey Kiara, Damien, Jay's there as well. He says, I'm getting close to that FOMO purchase now. Yeah.
Stay away, Jay. Stay away from the buy button.
He doesn't know how. He doesn't know how. Greg Fingerstad's there as well. He says, drop that thumbs up for 5 years of Hellfire Hank's signature stream. I appreciate that, Greg Finstad. Z-Man, Derek Jackson, Ashaholic, Home Dude, Pack Photos. Congrats on 5 years. Shout out Pack. I've been seeing Pack pop up quite a lot on Justin's stream, so shout out Pack. And Jason Lopez, there he is, the retweeting king. So did you know it was actually Jason Lopez? He was the first person to utter the phrase Hellfire Hank. And I read it in the chat and went, oh, I quite like that. And then it just stuck. And then I just kept saying it. So yeah, shout out Jason Lopez.
So Jason Lopez is taking all the money for Hellfire Hank merchandise, said, yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't get his lawyers on the phone for that, the marketing, for those residuals and those royalties. But yeah, shout out Jason Lopez for the first person to utter the phrase Hellfire Hank. RP as well, 5 years. Congrats from Mr. Mina. Is that Mini Mina?
A couple of people are saying your mic is really low compared to mine.
Oh, okay. I'll turn it up. There we go.
Money in the
Mikey, thank you very much. I let Friday talk while
Mikey Moonboots donated £9.99. Happy anniversary. Here's to many more, Party Popper.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I blame the Legends and Liquor crew. I had to keep changing my microphone for them on Thursday. Some people had loud mics, some people had quiet mics.
Got money in the bank.
Is that another one? Thank you very much.
Me_Friday donated $5. It's been 5 years, Daniel, and you're still quite good at turning me on.
Thank you very much. I couldn't see that, but I could hear it. Thank you very much. Let's have a look. Me Friday. Hi, it's been 5 years, Daniel. You're still quite good at turning me on. That's a Simpsons reference. So I have a feeling that could be someone like Alexi. Unless it's an accidental Simpsons reference. I don't know. Shout out RP. Shout out Mikey Moonboots. And shout out FOMO Dragon Man here. Get your eBay purchases soon. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Dragon Man FOMO. Dragon Man is up there on the shelf. There he is. I told you it would happen. We warned you. Right, let's get into a tiny bit of Marvel Legend news before we go into the nonsense, all right? So we do have a pre-order today. Nothing too crazy exciting, but again, it is news, just in case anyone didn't know. The 14th, the X-Men and Rogue and Gambit 2-pack has gone up for pre-order. So I know everyone was loving the torso on this. Everyone was saying, bravo, Hasbro. Very clever reuse of the starting lineups. Nobody noticed. Great torso there on Gambit. The pre-order's up now. Pre-order is up now. David Mitchell, thank you very much.
David Mitchell donated £5. Congratulations on 5 years, Dan. Partying face. Cheers for all the content and the community you've built. Beer mugs.
David, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I know, again, we'll get into the soppy stuff later, but the community is real, people, all right? It's very, very real. Rich, are you pre-ordering this 2-pack?
No.
Yeah, I'm undecided also. I think it's the first of the 2-packs to go up for pre-order. The Wolverine and Storm pre-order goes up next week. And then in September, it's the Cyclops and Jean Grey. But yeah, this is up for pre-order right now for those that want it. And I also, people have been asking me quite a lot about the reissues, especially on Legend and Liquor. We get quite a lot of the UK folk asking if like Sandman and Rhino were getting reissues. Well, the answer is yes.
It's just Craig, the UK people. It's just Craig going.
We've got some questions, but Sandman has just gone up for a rerun. So the Sandman rerun has gone up for pre-order in the UK. So that's Electro, Sandman, Green Goblin, Rhino, Cyborg Spider-Man, Man, Ghost Rider, Doctor Doom. Like lots of these retro cards have now gone up for a rerun, so you don't have to pay the crazy aftermarket prices. I think every single one of them was probably going for over retail on the aftermarket. So this is your opportunity to get them. There's some A-tier characters here on the very nostalgic retro card, or maybe you're not bothered about the card, but you just want the figure inside of the packaging. Well, now's your opportunity. So again, that's Rhino, Green Goblin, Sandman, Electro, Cyborg Spider-Man, Doctor Doom from the Fantastic Four retro card, and then Ghost Rider from the Ghost Rider retro card, the only one on that card back. They have all gone up for a rerun. Some of them are even in stock now on Amazon UK. I think Doctor Doom and Ghost Rider landed in stock this week in the UK. So if you want any of these reruns, have a look out. They are out there. Richard, are you in on any of the reruns, or did you already have everything you wanted?
No, so far I'm good with everything that's gone up. I mean, I think if they did maybe some of the X-Men ones, I might go back and get them. But for these, I'm good for the minute.
Yeah, I think they've not really done any of the Jim Lee reissues, have they? To be fair, like Beast is one that could do with a reissue, but maybe there's a reason they're not reissuing Beast. Usually, when they give you a reissue, it's because they don't have that character planned in the lineup elsewhere, so it's an opportunity to just get a quick re-release out.
You say that though, I can't see there not being more Dooms planned. Like we've already got the current like Doom from the Emperor Doom storyline running through Marvel at the minute. That's coming out, and with Doomsday coming, there's going to be Dooms for days. So I just think they're getting this as a quick, easy one out before they give us more.
Yeah, I also think that you probably won't get Doom on the Fantastic Four retro again. That's probably why they did that. But yeah, we'll probably get lots of. You're not wrong. We will get loads of Dooms. But yeah, so far, what is the best Marvel Legend Doctor Doom? Which is your favourite? Is it the retro?
It probably is the retro one, yeah.
In regards to accessories, he's got the little soft. Again, not that it's a big deal, but he has got the soft goods tunic. Yeah. The Cabal 3-pack is the darker green that has the soft goods cape, but obviously he also comes with the Doom head, the Doom bot head. But I think I got money in the the retro card probably have the better accessories for displaying and whatnot.
Damien Ristori donated £5.55. Just curious, but do you know who is your furthest global member, Dan?
Just curious, do you know who your furthest global member, Dan? I genuinely don't know. I know we've got people like Chi Chi Collects in Australia. We've got people on the West Coast. Shout out Alexi and Miguel. They're over in California. And we've got like people in Canada. We've got Philippines. I told you, only 9% of my audience is from the UK. The rest is scattered everywhere else. Rich is from Wales. Rich isn't even from England.
Miles away. Miles away.
Miles away. I don't know where you're from. Who thinks they're far away? We got Mexico. Is that Erin? How do you say that, Rich?
Ernie is from Mexico.
Ernie says Mexico. Gregory's California. Damien's in the Shetland Islands. So Damien's like higher than Scotland. Like, so you think the weather's bad here? Poor Damien, like living in a cloud up there. Jamie's like 4 hours away from me. That's true. Well, I'm in the centre of the UK, so a lot of people are 4 hours away from me. I'm like smack bang when it comes to England. I'm like central England. So London is as far away from me as Rich is in Wales. Do you know, like, so I'm quite centralised. Melbourne, Australia, 5:45 a.m. here from Double A. Double A, what are you doing awake? 5:45. That's usually what time I go to bed, to be fair. Are you waking up for the day, or are you ending your day? That's probably a fair question. Shetland is like the North Pole. We get sunny days. Oh, that's good to know. Damien does get a few sunny days. Craig is probably the closest to me, and Craig has also been in this room, so Craig can get the bus to me. That's how close he is. Z-Man is singing an Estelle song. He's a London boy. Paul McCartney says, Rich spends all his time in Brum, though. Brum lover.
I do tend to come to Birmingham a lot more than anyone comes to Wales, but yeah, I'm next month I'll be in Birmingham again.
Toy Fair, coming to Toy Fair, yeah.
Paul McCartney cocktails, Paul McCartney.
Yeah, absolutely, you absolutely should. Bring Towards the Work says, any shout outs from the Antarctica?
Antarctica.
Anyone from Antarctica? Any penguins watching us? Here in the Philippines, it's 3:44 a.m. Christian, that is 3:40. Bravo, thank you for watching. I'm a whole hour away. Yeah, I've got a speeding ticket driving to Jay's before. put me off driving the jet. Honestly, I did. I got a speeding ticket for like, it was one of those like motorways that they put those 50 miles per hour signs up, but then like you can't really tell where the signs end and whatnot. It's a pain in the eye. I was well annoyed. Torquay Southwest says Bobby. Andrew says, oh snap, we're talking time. 12:45 in Arizona. Hey Dan, I got a recommendation for you. In Demand is having a clear out sale and Marvel Legends are now cheap. Shall we have a look? Owen Avenger says to check out In Demand. Friends of the channel, In Demand Toys, always use the sales as an opportunity to do some backtracking. Let's see if we can do some closeout. Let's see if I can go on In Demand Toys. Is there anything actually you need to backtrack on, Rich?
No, Dan.
No.
No, Marvel Legend wise is like I'm pretty on the ball these days. So if I haven't got it, it's because I think we shit. Really.
To be fair, Rich is so on the ball. He has stuff that no one else has yet. So shout out Rich once again. Make sure you go and subscribe to the channel. Go and check out the review. Currently one of the only reviews on YouTube of Blue Venom.
I think, is it in Australia? Someone else has got a review up.
Okay, shout out that other person with a review. And then Captain America. I actually really like this cap. He can fit in multiple spots in the display. I'm not building like a Gamerverse setup myself, so I'm thinking about where else these figures can go in the display. But Blue Venom, I don't know where he's going to go, to be fair. He can just be another symbiote, I guess, on the shelf. But I know he's nostalgic for a lot. But there's the cap with his tiny shield. Everyone was loving that in the comments. Everyone loves the tiny shield, apparently. They don't. They really don't. That was sarcasm. They hate the tiny shield. But there you go. There is Captain America and Blue Venom. You want a closer look, comparisons, head swaps, shield swaps, all of that good stuff, then go and check out the review. I always try and do my reviews as a collector for collectors. Like, if I was watching someone's review, what would I want to see? What head swaps? What comparisons? So that's what you're going to get from my videos. So go and check it out. Shout out Rich again. For trying to help him get that one in hand. So I think the only 2-pack now is the War Machine and Omega Red.
Which is like showing up in America.
It was due today on Pulse. It was due today.
Oh, but are they still on holiday? Maybe they'll ship tomorrow.
Yeah, they're slow. But it was due today or yesterday on Pulse. So it should arrive. It should be here this week. Let's have a quick scan on In Demand Toys since we got recommended. So if you're in the UK, In Demand Toys are having a little sale. Whiplash for $4.99. I'll give it for free if I slam the brakes down. We got a Tuma Build-A-Figure Wave, Nakia $4.99 as well.
That Nakia has been about £2.50 in my local TK Maxx. It's just going like down. It's just that and one name more. They just sitting there. No one's buying out.
It is a very particular look from the one movie, isn't it? Wakanda Forever. Yeah. It's not very much an evergreen Nakia. I actually prefer Nakia's look from the first movie, which is obviously the similar to, it's like a variant
Dora
of the
Milaje, yeah.
Prowler's there for $12.99. We've got Wolverine $19.99. Ghost Rider is $44.99. Superior Spider-Man is only $19.99. Howard the Duck $6.99.
Bargain, absolute bargain.
We've got a Kane for $13.99. Wolfsbane $12.99. We've got the Mark 1 Iron Man, $14.99. Hulkbuster, that's a great figure, $36.99. That's not bad at all for the Hulkbuster. That will be a very sought after Marvel Legends once it disappears from retail, I assure you. We've got Matt Murdock there, very good suited body if you've got an extra head, especially think about the morph coming out in that X-Men 97 wave. You're going to need a good suited body to create, who is it, Gyrick, right? So this is the only pinless body, suited Marvel Legend body, sorry. So if you want a pinless suited Marvel Legend body, then that Matt Murdock is your best to go. So yeah, lots of sale stuff. Red Widows sold out, Rich. Sold out.
That's what I was doing. I was just buying it, Dan. That's what I was
sold
just doing.
Out. So yeah,
best figure, best Marvel Legend of all time.
Shout out In Demand Toys. I'll put the link in the chat so you can check it out for yourself. But yeah, who doesn't love a sale? Who doesn't like a good sale? Right, let's go back to my YouTube for a second. Right, I just plugged Captain America and Venom. That review is up on the channel now. I'm gonna roll, Rich. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos in a row over 10,000 views. That's a new record. That's a new
Oh,
record for me.
that Silver Surfer let you down. If only she'd got 10k.
She let me down. Human Torch didn't. Johnny Storm didn't. Thing got nearly 20k. Invisible Woman got 10k. Mr. Fantastic 21k. So yeah, do you know what? This is a really good sort of time for my channel. Not gonna lie, my video, like, trust me, I'm from the humble beginnings where I used to like be lucky to get 300 views on a video. So I've been on this.
We used to celebrate if you got 1,000 views.
Yeah,
We'd be like, yeah.
1,000 views was a big deal. Like, I'm very self-aware. So this is all I'm saying. I'm very grateful that people are coming to my channel for the Marvel Legends content. You know, it's my bread and butter. So there you go. We've got the Psylocke pack, Dragon Man, the Wolverine Silver Samurai. If you're a channel member, I've got everything I brought, and I've spelt brought properly now, thanks to Rich. Remember I used to have an R in it or something like that? I had to go back and change all the thumbnails. Captain America's up now. So yeah, go and check out all the reviews on the channel. I appreciate you. But let's go to the live tab. Let's do some reminiscing. Oh look, we got 100. We got 100, Rich. Where's my phone? Hang on, oh, this is old time's sake. If you're an old school fan of the live streams, this is what we used to do when we hit 100. We used to... Oh, I don't even know what the button is anymore. Where's my strobe? 7 colour jump?
Been too long, been so long.
Hey!
Hey!
When we back in the day, when we used to get 100, me and Brandon would put the lights on to celebrate 100 watchers. So we appreciate you. That's a callback. I'll leave them flashing for a little bit. If anyone's having a seizure, please just mash the keyboard and I'll pay attention to the chat. Let's go back to this. Right. Oldest. So my oldest live stream, is actually
Your pilot, wasn't it? Your pilot.
6 years ago. Now, you know I love recapping a San Diego Comic-Con. This was a 2019 San Diego Comic-Con recap with the voice of Rectangular. Now, you new collectors to Marvel Legends might not know, but before David Display's Model Behavior came along with his Chinese factory worker connection or whatever it is, we used to rely on the leaks by a man called Rectangular. He'd never appear on video form. He did eventually on the Infinity Equation podcast, but he used to just be a voice. And he just used to be very melodic, monotone, and like just tell you the news. Just very straightforward. And that was how we got our Marvel Legend leaks. So Rectangular was actually the first guest on a live stream. Shall we click it, Rich? Let me mute it, actually. I don't want to hear my voice from 6 years ago. But this was in my flat. So this is like back in the flat. Look at that. Look how young I look. Oh, my God. How much have I aged, Rich? I've aged horribly. Look how smooth my skin looked. Oh, this is terrible. Look at that.
Probably the lower quality camera. Everyone looked better back then when it was like...
I got money in the bank. Now you can see all my creases and shit in my face.
Matt Fisher donated $4.99. Grapes, strawberry, grapes, coconut.
That's true. Grapes, strawberry, grapes, coconut. I was about to say the exact same thing, weren't you, Rich?
Grape, strawberry, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, that's legit. Thank you for saying that, Matt, because somebody had to say it, and I'm glad it was you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Friday will literally read out emojis, it seems, as well. So there we go. Six years ago, there's me in the flat, my very first live stream. This actually predates Wade's live streams. Just putting it out there. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Fucking hell, you invented live streams now.
I invented live streams. It wasn't X-Manny. It was me. No, I'm joking. I'm only joking. Oldest. Right, let's go to oldest. Right, there you go. Episode 1. The episode was called Marvel Legends 2020. What do we know? Let's just have a quick look. Well, actually, I've made a separate tab, didn't I? There we are. Look at that. Look how happy Brandon is. This is before he was ravaged by the stress of working at Hasbro. Again, I'm going to mute it. I don't want to hear myself talk. There we go. So we've upgraded a little bit. Not massively, I'm very aware, but we've upgraded a little bit. So when I started this stream, I knew I wanted to be consistent, Rich, right? I even tried to explain to Amanda what was going on. She didn't have a clue. And I said to Amanda, like, I used to watch like movie podcasts that were like very regimented, very like scheduled. And I was like, I want to do that in the toy community.
I got money in the bank.
Same time every week. Hang on, Matt Fisher.
Matt Fisher donated $4.99. Hot pepper, hot pepper, hot pepper, hot pepper bread.
That's true. That is very true. Hot pepper, hot pepper, hot pepper, hot pepper bread. I agree. Do you agree with that, Rich?
You definitely 100% hot pepper.
Yeah, hot pepper bread. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Matt Fisher. We appreciate that. And yeah, it seems like Friday will genuinely read out any emoji. So yeah, I wanted to be consistent, right? So as you can see, there I am in my collection room, starting my live streams on a Thursday. So that's week 1. Let's go to week 2. Week 2. So as you can see, by week 2, the collection's gone. I was already relegated to the garage. Amanda, after 1 week of live streaming, this is a true story. After 1 week of live streaming, Amanda went crazy. Because in COVID, like, Amanda was crazy because she couldn't leave the house. She couldn't do all the social things she likes. And I'm like a loner. Like, leave me alone. I'm content in my own company. So me and Amanda were doing each other's head in. Because I was like, leave me alone. And she was like, pay me some attention. And it was just, we were driving each other mad. So by week 2, I'm literally in my garage. I'm sat in the cold with like a 20-meter long Ethernet cable so my laptop would connect to the internet. And I'm literally sat in the garage. By week 2. So I'm just going to, by week 2, Rich, I didn't really have much faith.
Look, this is the start of Brandon's internet being shit as well. Look, he's frozen already.
Yeah, so I didn't think 6 years or 5 years later we would still be here because week 2 was rocky. It was nearly over. It was nearly over in week 2. But yeah, there I am in my garage. The internet's really bad. Probably not Brandon's fault, to be fair. It's probably my fault because I'm in my garage with a tin roof. But yeah.
Bruce Brian Rocky Mansell says in the chat, not gonna lie, for a moment I thought that was Rich back when he had hair. That is, tell your grandkids that was me. There you go.
Let me just check to see if episode 3. Oh shit! She's brought a knife. Look, she's just waving a knife at me. Look at that. So this woman's crazy. Waving knives at me. By episode 3, I'm in Wade's room by the looks of it.
Money in the bank.
I'm in
Matt Fisher donated $4.99. Dollar note bread, rice ball, sushi, and we hit the goal.
That's what he's doing. Thank you very much. What was that? $sign bread, rice ball, sushi, and we hit the goal. Thank you very much. So thanks to Matt Fisher and the generosity of you guys, we have, of course, hit that goal. We will do a bonus show tonight to chat to the channel members, which I also very much appreciate. That must have been when I was beefing with Wade. Odious is dead and all that. Now I have an Odious in the background of every single one of my reviews. He's got a friend now with Gizmo. But yeah, so by week 3, did I ever pull that down? No, I didn't. I think the whole episode, I'm in Wade's room. Fair enough. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, very inconsistent locations for the first few weeks of live streams, but I'm not going to recap anymore. Rich, do you remember what your first appearance was?
I know the first it was when Unparalleled came on. It was that stream, your birthday stream with Unparalleled.
Birthday stream with Unparalleled. Let's have a little look. Birthday stream. I think it was like the year.
I didn't appear with Unparalleled because obviously I'm not cool enough for that. But I think you had people on after. I think
oldest. Let me have a look. It can't be that far, right? There it is. This one.
It's when you should call me Chris. It was that stream.
No, I called you Chris. So when Rich, the first time Rich came on Legends and Liquor, don't know why or how, like, because I'm learning everyone's names for the first time, I started calling Rich Chris. And he was so polite, he didn't even correct me. He just let me call him Chris.
How times have changed now. I'd be like, you fucking twice, Rich.
Yeah, he was so polite. Like, you absolutely should have called me out straight away. But yeah, I was learning everyone's names. So, yeah, I called Rich Chris for a while. But Chris is his twin brother's name, which I didn't even know at the time. But that's Dante. Phil Jones is there. Look, there's Phil Jones and Dante. Shout out Dante. Let's see if I can find Rich. Do you appear on camera, yeah?
I think so, yeah. It's maybe near the end. I think I came on like late. There you go, there, maybe there.
There he is!
There you go! Hey!
That's in this room as well, right? The room you're in now.
It's not in this room, no, it's definitely not. That's Aberystwyth, but it's like the same setup.
It's the books that I see. Yeah, no, my bad. It's the book. I forgot. It's 5 years
ago. The bookcase came with me. They got bigger.
My bad. 5 years ago. It's a whole decade, half a decade ago. Things have changed, people. Things have changed. Yeah, crazy. There you go. Rich's first appearance was that episode. I didn't number that episode. How annoying. Maybe that was a bonus one. Maybe this is actually episode 152. Not 151. Maybe I'll just rename everything. Who knows?
But I think the first episode I did stuff on this one was episode 27.
27.
Cosmic stream. That's when you were like, I think you were running late, and you were like, I was like, oh, I don't mind you. I'll do this. I'll sort it out for you. And I wrote pages and pages of notes for you, Brandon. And then I realized you don't read them, so I just didn't bother anymore.
Basically, right, I'm a bit of a control freak, and like, I like things done a very certain way, and I can picture it in my head type thing. So I'm very reluctant to let other people do stuff for me because I just don't think it will be done the way I wanted. But Rich offered to help, and because I'm obviously a bit flustered or busy, I said yes. And then Rich did better than what I would have fucking done myself. And I think from that moment on, I never let Rich go. I was like, please keep helping me, please. So Rich became the super producer of the channel and genuinely was helping me behind the scenes before becoming a regular on screen. So these were your first graphics you did for us. There you go. Bug. We've been talking about Bug for 5 years. Everyone go on, let me share it. There he is. There you go. There's Frogman when he first came out. We used to call him Eugene. Brandon hated Frogman, by the way. So, like, that's why he's in the Who crew, because Brandon hated him. So, like, I just kept bringing him up just to piss Brandon off. So, Hellfire Hank got Hellfire Hank was named in episode 5. And then, obviously, Frogman came around, and then when Rich got involved, we needed Rich to have a representative, and Rich's favourite at the time was Tigra, because we didn't have a Tigra. Yeah,
and because Friday used to pronounce it wrong, didn't
Friday.
she?
Someone get Friday to talk. Does she still say 5 years later? Does she still say Tigra or Tigray? I'm pretty sure she still says Tigray. But there you go. We were talking about Borg. I'm back in the collection room though, at least. But yeah, shout out Rich. So yeah, from episode 27 of being the super producer, I did not let him go, and we are now 23 episodes, 24 episodes later. We're still here. Crazy. Rich, I know you don't like being sentimental, but have you enjoyed? Well, obviously, I know you're the type of person where if you didn't enjoy it, you wouldn't be here. But are you glad you offered to help out and got involved with the nonsense on these streams?
Yeah, like there are times, you know, when I'm like, oh, I've had enough, I'm going. But yeah, no, in general, I have enjoyed it. I think like I peaked too soon. I think with Marvel Legends, I peaked about 2 years ago, and then it's been like a slowly descending climb to like hell as I'm going.
Yeah, the Legends community has been up and down. Let's be honest. Like the Engine of Vengeance was a rough time on YouTube, but I genuinely just think that was my own.
Money in the bank.
I was too. I don't edit my videos. That was my own fault. RP. I know it needs to be £4, but Friday it needs to be £4. I appreciate the effort though, RP. I appreciate it. Tiger. I appreciate. Where's my Friday graphic gone? Look, I told you, no inflation. It has been the same since episode 5 or episode 6, whenever I started. £4 or $4. Never been inflated. I appreciate you. But thank you very much, RP, for the temptation. So yeah, that whole Engine of Vengeance time, I don't regret anything, but I was a bit too quick to make content back then without putting it through like just the thought process, because I was always in such a rush to like get content up. I'd film it unedited and just shove it online without watching it back and going,
Money in the bank.
word that differently, say that differently. So that was on me. RP, Friday's broke. Have we broke Friday? Broke Friday. The real me donated £5, but Friday didn't work. Didn't work. We broke it. I'm so sorry. RP, I'm so sorry.
I got money in the bank.
Why is
RP donated $5. T Grey.
No, she still says T Grey. She still says T Grey. Thank you very much, RP. Let me see if I can play that one more time. It's a bit delayed though on our end.
I got money in the bank.
RP donated $5. T Grey.
T Grey, thank you very much. We figured it out. So that is why Tiger is in the crew. So yeah, Engine of Vengeance time was shit, but we've come out of the other end. I think we're on the Legends are on a climb. I think for a while we were deep in the valley. We were down, heading down for a good while. We really were. But I do think we're climbing our way out, and there's more good of Legends and bad. I know it's just human nature to focus on the bad, but what other toy line has existed for 20 plus years with this consistency and like? It's a solid line, solid toy line.
I think the bit where they've got lost a bit lately is they need to focus on like the mainline figures, the $25 figures, and focus on them. I think things like the Maximum series or the mini comics, they haven't worked and they haven't been embraced by anyone. But I think like when they do like normal mainline figures or even like the retro cards, like they work good. So it's like focus on them, or even like things like the Gamerverse stuff like that. Like seems to be. Like, I know Wade doesn't like Psylocke, but like a lot of other people like these figures. Like my Psylocke looks great and it hasn't got any like quality control on it. So yeah, I'm quite happy with these and I'm looking forward to getting like Juggernaut and Shumagorath as well to like complete them all.
Yeah, I've always said like I just love Legends. Like I love because it's the attachment to Marvel. Do you know what I mean? Like I just love Legends. I will never apologise for liking Legends. Sometimes I'm gonna like something that someone else doesn't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to force someone else to like the things I like. I'm just using my platform to share my experience of collecting. And I've always said I'm here for anyone willing to listen. If you're not willing to listen, don't watch. Don't then watch and then moan about what I'm saying. Like I don't watch shows I don't like and then at the end of it go, oh, I hated that. Like. I don't watch shows I don't like. That's how you get out. So I don't understand the hate watching process. But
oh, have you never watched Invasion on Apple? Oh, no. It's so bad, but you just can't stop that. You just can't stop watching it.
Thanks to that
Season 3's coming soon, and I cannot wait.
No, thanks to that recommendation, I probably won't watch it. The Snowcat is starting to move to Christopher Allen. I tried to check before we went live, but Hasbro Pulse is like crashed. It will not load for me at all. Will it load for you, Rich?
No, because I couldn't. I was looking earlier.
Co.uk doesn't support secure connection. Yes, just
gone. It's been hacked. Don't go near it. Go and buy everything of Star Action figures or in demand instead.
Can I get on the US one? Okay, I've got on. I got on. Went through Google. The URL wasn't working though. There you go. So there's the pre-order up that we told you about. Let's see if I can find the Snowcat. HasLabs, right? Oh, it's hit the 12,000 mark. That's a good sign. So the second unlock, right? 12,444. So you've unlocked Lady J. You've unlocked the bunker thing. How far down is it? There, okay, she's unlocked. Yeah, that's unlocked. So Flint is 14, right? It's only about 1,600 within the next, how many hours? How many hours left? I can't even see. 7 hours. Do you reckon it will do it, Rich? About 1,600?
Yeah, they usually do, don't they, the Jaws? So I think they will.
Yeah, there you go. You get your Arctic Lady J and Arctic Flint. All right, we'll check back in with Jay later. We'll check back in Jay in 7 hours and see if he did it or not. Might start a poll. Will Jay buy the Snowcat?
Jay should do a live stream in like 7 hours, like count it down. Did he buy it or not?
And then wait until the last 10 seconds to try and check out. And if it doesn't work, then he skips it.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah, yeah. Right, let me close some tabs. All I'm trying to say is, I've always said I will be here for as long as people are watching. And I know it's cheesy to say, but the community that we have, and I say that and as it's real, like me and Rich from this live stream are now friends. Rich has been to my house. Me and Amanda, Rich and his fella, we've been out for meals, we've been out to drink, we've went out, like we socialise off these screens.
We saw a musical and with Jay and Kiara as well.
We saw a musical, and we don't just talk about toys all the time, by the way. It's not like I see Rich and go, so we can only talk about Marvel Legends. Do you know, like we are genuine friends that will talk about life and other nonsense as well. We all moan about work and all that, just like everybody else. But this time here is our opportunity to just have that sense of escapism and just talk about our collections and our hobby. So, no, the community is real. We meet up with a lot of the crew at events when we can, like at Toy Fair. There's one in September. MCM is in October for the UK and London. So there's only a few opportunities a year, but if there is an opportunity, we try and take advantage of that. I know when Brandon was in the UK last year, he put on a few Hasbro-centric events, which was nice since Brandon's gone. Hasbro haven't really done anything, so shout out Brandon. It shows you if you have someone that works with a company willing to do stuff, you can make stuff happen.
You had the in-demand event,
In
and
Demand
then
at the start of the
Star
year.
Action did that one last year as well,
Star
didn't
Action
they?
have already said they can't do one this year, but they did do it in August. It was around about this time, to be fair, that Star Action did one a year ago, but they announced that they're not ready. They want to launch it when they've got a store. They want a physical store out there. They've got their place is massive. In the Star Action figures is massive. They can
And the
absolutely
Disney
make a
store only want TikTokers these days, Dan. You're on the wrong platform. You need to go on TikTok.
They don't ask you. They don't ask you how many YouTube subscribers you've got. They ask you how many TikTok followers you got. And I'm like, I don't use TikTok. Like
3. I've got 3.
yeah. Does that get me in anywhere? So yeah, I focus all my rather than focusing my attention on all these different platforms. Like I've always said, YouTube is my main because this is what I enjoy the most, and I used Instagram to promote what I'm doing on YouTube. So like I'm not into figure photography or anything like that. I literally just hold up my figures in a box and take a picture and tell people I've reviewed them on YouTube. Like I do not have the patience or the skill to do figure photography, but I like talking and I like hanging out with like-minded people, and that's what YouTube allows us to do. So again, thank you to anybody who has become a channel member that allows me to continue doing what I do. I know I say it all the time, but I genuinely mean it when I say you guys contributing to the channel allows me to invest as much time as I do. I know some people will see it as like, you just want us to buy your toys. It's not as simple as that.
Hasbro do that anyway, so you don't need to buy it.
Hasbro send me everything free. Yes, of course they do. It's like YouTube takes up so much time, right? Unless you have a YouTube channel, you don't know. You think you know, but you don't know. It is what it is. I'm sorry, but unless you are actively making content week in, week out, you don't know, okay? YouTube is a grind. It really is a labor of love. It's a grind. So like, to dedicate as much time to it, again, that's, time is money. It's valuable, isn't it? So like, to convince Amanda or to move stuff around, like, again, I appreciate you, is all I'm saying. So as long as there's people here supporting me, I will forever be here and use my platform as a place to bring the community together. All I've ever wanted from YouTube was, like, I started a YouTube channel not knowing anybody in this community. I just knew it was a place to find my people. And I think it took me a few years, but I found my people. And it's a place, like, it genuinely makes the hobby more fun. Like, it really, really does. Like, I can't explain it anymore. Like, you can be a collector on your own, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And by no means am I saying by no means am I not saying you can't enjoy the hobby on your own. Of course you can. Of course you can enjoy. We all did at some point. We were all collecting.
It's more fun as a member of a cult than it.
Yes. Join a cult, and you can justify your purchase and decision. Shout out Justin. I just said justified. But you know, like, it's more, this hobby is instantly more fun when you have like-minded people to share it with. Like, when you see good toy news, like, and you want to share it. Like, maybe you're lucky and you have a partner that's willing to listen and stuff like that. That's great. But I actually quite like having something away from Amanda, because as much as I love Amanda, if we all like the same thing all the time and stuff, we'd do each other's head in. So it's nice to have something away from that. Do you know what I mean? Like, Amanda loves going on hikes. I fucking don't. Boring as shit. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather stay home with a Copperberg in my hand and watch the football. But she wants to walk around on the grass. Go for it. Have a great time. I'm going to stay here and talk about toys. And there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Rich, do you like hiking?
No, Dan.
This is why me and Rich
not got the body for a hike, I don't think.
This is why me and Rich are friends, right? We like similar things. So you guys are the same, all right? So if you have never been a channel member, please get involved. Come on a live stream. Come and introduce yourself. At least do it once. And if you don't like it, I will leave you alone. I'll never say anything else. I'll be like, thank you for trying it. You don't like us. Someone annoyed you. Craig might annoy you. He annoys a lot of us, but you learn to love him.
Craig's the MVP. Team Craig. Team Craig.
I say that out of love. I'm like a kid on a school playground bullying Craig when I really adore him. Anyone else says anything about Craig, I'll punch you in the nose. But I can say it. Right? It's a term of endearment.
He'd be on the extra show now going, I didn't watch any of the episodes.
He doesn't watch any of this shit. I think half the people that come on the extra show don't watch the main show. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, but it is what it is. Paul says, I love collecting, but I always found that I had no one to share it with until I found you guys. Yes, exactly. Like, it really is like a shared experience. It enhances the hobby. It genuinely. So Again, I appreciate you all, that's all I'm saying. But you know, I like toys. We also like nonsense, right? And you can see Hellfire Hank and Frogman down there in the corner celebrating this anniversary. Well, usually on an anniversary stream, we're kicking out someone and we're bringing someone else in on the Who crew. So maybe today we should do something similar, Rich. Maybe we need to add a little bit of flavour to the Who crew. But
are we kicking out Hellfire Hank? Yay!
Hellfire Hank is never... He is. Without him, there is no Who crew, okay? So let's add something new to the Who crew, right? But let's do it a little bit different this time round, all right? Because we've had a few... Last time we added a member, right? We let the audience decide. They added Hellfire... No, Hellfire. Hydra Bob. Hydra Bob ended up being Chameleon, and then he left with that sneaky White Rabbit. So like,
who is? Let's go through the Who crew history with the people who haven't watched from the start, though. How did the order go, Dan?
But let's ask, because there's 100 people here and they may know. So do you want to hear? Do you want me to tell you the Who crew history? Give me some yeses, some no's, some misses, or some hits. And if I get enough hits, I'll give you. Because I don't want to bore you, but I will do a little refresh. Do you want to hear some story time Who crew history? Do you want to know why the Law, why the Hellfire Hank, why Frogman, why Tiger, why Captain Britain? And they are the only members on screen right now. Do you want to hear it? Okay, you want to hear it. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so it started. Once upon a time, let me take a sip of my drink. I can actually go to my channel. Hang on, let me do this. I don't want you to see what I've been Googling. VPNs and stuff like that. Right, let's go.
Why have you got your passport to
I
put
got money in the bank.
Sorry.
Where's my ID? I'm going to the toilet.
Matt Fisher donated $4.99.
Thank
I
you, Matt.
almost forgot. Happy anniversary. Red Apple.
Red Apple, thank you very much. I was thinking the exact same thing. Matt Fisher, I appreciate you very much, though. I do appreciate your generosity on these live streams. I think you're actually the MVP. If you see the ticker in the top corner, I think you're at the top, so I appreciate you today. But I appreciate everyone. Michael Bring Towards the Work kicked us off with a beautiful $50 super chat as well, so very, very grateful. All right, let's go to my live streams again. All right, go to oldest. Right, it started, all right? So the Who crew started... Episode 5. Episode 5 of... Shall I check the date? What was the date of episode 5? 4 years ago. So the 11th of September. September 11th. Obviously the day we remember for the Who crew... Wait, no, probably shouldn't say that. There may be other things you remember from September 11th, but let's remember it for the Who crew. What am I doing? I'm digging myself a hole here. I don't know how to get out of it, Rich. Save me. Episode 5. Okay, let's do the story. Episode 5. So, Hellfire Hank, the Hellfire Guards hadn't been revealed. They hadn't been revealed by the Marvel Legends team. They hadn't been revealed at any convention. They hadn't been revealed at all. They were nowhere to be seen, okay? And then we got wind that somebody found the Hellfire Goon at a Forbidden Planet, right? And this was when they were doing the Army Builder boxes. And it was in a UK, like, Facebook group. So I remember Brandon phoning me, and telling me, go to Forbidden Planet. Because there's only there's a handful of Forbidden Planets around the UK. I luckily have one in Coventry. So I have one very accessible. So Brandon phoned me and said, go to Forbidden Planet. They're stocking Hellfire Goons. Which was a mistake. They were early. They were literally putting them on the shelf early before they'd even been revealed. So I phoned up Forbidden Planet, asked if they had them. They said yes. I said, will you save me them? They said, no, absolutely not. Who are you? I was like, fine, I'm on my way. So
I'm the Legends guy. Didn't work back then, did it?
Back then I was a nobody, Rich. No, I had to earn the Legends guy. So anyway, I got there. And this is in COVID times as well. So this is when they let people in, one by one, and you have to wear a mask and all that stuff.
Mask on, yeah.
So I hated doing all that nonsense, but I had to grab these Hellfire Goons. So mask on, I go in Forbidden Planet, I'm filming it, and I found them. A stack of 6 Hellfire Goons on the shelf before they had been revealed, before there was any reviews, they were there. I brought 2, picked up 2, went to the checkout, got them, zoomed home to film a review. Hellfire Goon. I managed to get the first review of the Hellfire Goon. Now, back in those days, distribution in the UK was pretty shit. So, you never got anything first. My channel was not known for getting anything. This is before I met Rich, remember? So I did not get anything first, right? So I was the first person to review the Hellfire Goon. And because the live streams were fairly new at the time, I was showing off the Hellfire Goon in person to people. I think me and Brandon started doing a stream about army builders in general. But look, there he is, Hellfire Hank, episode 5 of the live stream. And I asked you guys on the live stream, I went, oh, this guy needs a name. What shall we call him? And then you guys were giving me suggestions in the chat, if I can find it. So let's do a bit of chat inception. So this is the chat from that live stream. So yeah, these guys were giving me suggestions for names. Now, don't ask me when I said it. But look, there's Mark Tac in there at the beginning. The Wolfpack have been there for the whole 5 years. Toying Around was there. We haven't seen Toying Around in a while. Kevin clearly does not watch anymore. Shout out Kevin, though. So yeah, I asked, again, without... Listen, look, there you go. Hellfire Hank, where is it? Jason Lopez. Look, there it is. The first time it was ever uttered. Hellfire Hank by Jason Lopez. Someone suggested the name Ronnie. Oh, that was Miguel. Miguel said Ronnie. Even Laserpants was there. This was Laserpants, like the channel. He says, Odious. He wanted me to call it Odious S Dead. Because at the time I was beefing with him Parallowed. Someone asked me to call it D Warrior. So yeah, you can understand why Hellfire Hank stuck out. Because the rest of the names were pretty shit, let's be honest. So Jason Lopez won that. So I kept calling him Hellfire Hank throughout that video. And I always quite liked how Shartimus Prime would... have his mascot at the end of the channel, the big bad let down Spider-Man or whatever it was. And I always liked Shartimus. Like, Shartimus has been on the channel, but I wasn't the biggest fan of his humour. Like, so I just wanted a UK focused channel, and I wanted a mascot for my channel. So I stole that idea from Shartimus. So shout out Shartimus. He was first with the big bad let down Spider-Man or whatever it was. So Hellfire Hank. So from that day, I started adding Hellfire Hank to all my reviews. And then, as you've seen, later on, Frogman came out. Now, Frogman was in the Stiltman Build-A-Figure wave. Brandon hated it. Hated Frogman. Did not like him. Thought it was a terrible Marvel Legend. So, us being sarcastic Brits thought that was hilarious. That at every opportunity we got, we'd tell people that Brandon's favourite Marvel Legend was Frogman. So we'd just tell everybody that Brandon loved Frogman. I kept putting little emojis up. I kept tagging him in pictures. And I think you put a Photoshop together of him as a Frogman or something like that. I swear we did. So like...
It was, yeah, like when the friends reunion happened in there, then we put a photo of like, wow, you two in between them.
Yeah, so Brandon hated Frogman. So we did it just to wind Brandon up. So Hellfire Hank and Frogman were the first two members of the Who crew. Just to piss Brandon off, essentially. We're like, Hellfire Hank needs a mate. His mate Eugene, Frogman. Eugene's real name in the comics is Frogman. Yeah, those two started. But then when Rich started getting involved with the stream, before we started shouting Hepzibah, which is who we want now, back then we were a fan of another furry lady, which was Tigra. So we would ask for Tigra quite a lot on our prediction streams and stuff like that. But Friday, as you heard, our talking assistant robot couldn't say Tigra. She says T Grey. So that became a running joke on the channel as well, where we'd call Tigra T Grey. And then we did eventually get a Tigra, right?
We did quite good with the running, like, because I used to have like a running female joke that I would like shout out. So it was like Tigra for like 2 years. Then it was Monique Singhua for like 2 years, and then that got made. And then it's been Hepzibah for like, well, no, more than that. More than, I'd say 2 years, more than 2 years. And Hepzibah's not getting made. They don't like me anymore.
Yeah, they were watching for a while. They were watching for a while, clearly. But so Tigra got involved as a representation for Rich. So me was Hellfire Hank. Brandon, reluctant contribution to the Hellfire to the Who crew was Frogman, and then Rich's was T Grey. And then in 2021, the Hasbro team hit me up and asked me to do the reveal for Captain Britain, being a UK Legends reviewer. I thought it made sense. I was like, happy days, I'll review Captain Britain. So I actually did the exclusive reveal, not just a review, it was a reveal on my channel. And I posted, I think, a tease the day before of Hellfire Hank pulling out Excalibur from a stone. It was like a little tease of Excalibur. So I was sort of speculating, because there was rumours of a Hellfire, Excalibur set. So yeah, so Captain Britain was an exclusive reveal on my channel. To this day, I think it's the only exclusive reveal I've had. I've had like reviews and I've done a few reviews as such, but in regards to the history of Marvel Legends, there was one character, one Marvel Legend that got exclusively revealed on my channel, and it was Captain Britain. So
well, there was two. It was Hellfire Hank as well. Got exclusively.
So, yeah, but that one wasn't through collaboration. That one was reluctant. Hasbro, do you know, like, because I think Ryan Ting seen that whole interaction with Hellfire Guards and stuff, he actually got Forbidden Planet to take them off the shelf.
He was like, I've got the Pinkertons on standby. They're coming to get you down.
So like the next day, the Forbidden Planet had took them off the shelf. People couldn't buy them anymore. That's why for the first week or so, there was only a few people that had the Hellfire Goons because they were the people who went to Forbidden Planet. So yeah, Captain Britain instantly became a part of the Who crew because he was the only Marvel Legend to be exclusively revealed.
How much did we sell the second Hellfire Hank for?
Oh no, I kept it.
Goodbye. You're goodbye.
I've never actually sold a Hellfire Hank. I've give away Hellfire Hanks, but I've got about 6. I think I've still got about 6. So yeah, so there you go. Frogman, Captain Britain, Tigra, and Hellfire Hank. That was your Who crew. And then, as a bit of fun, during the years, we've added members, we've rotated characters. Jocasta joined for a while, and she was reading out chats. But that would add so much extra time to my editing. At some point, Jocasta had to get broken up. Ted, stop stressing out. I'm streaming on YouTube. Oh, he's all wet, poor Ted. You okay, Ted? Ted's got the zoomies. Amanda's showered him and he's going crazy. Do you want to come and say hello? No, he's going mad. If you can hear Ted barking, that's what it is. Amanda always picks a great time when I'm streaming to start hoovering or washing the dog. She's very considerate of my streaming schedule. So yeah, Jocasta, White Rabbit joined a little bit as well. But these have all been fan votes. Like these guys...
But Brandon learned nothing from Frogman because the only reason White Rabbit joined was because Brandon hated her as well. Yeah. And the chat was just like, oh, he really dislikes her. So she just kept winning. She wasn't winning. And then he started like moaning about her. And her votes just went up.
Yeah, so again, Brandon's fault that White Rabbit joined the crew. But then White Rabbit left for some evil doings. We don't really know what happened with White Rabbit. She's been manipulated by the dark side. And then Jocasta joined. She read out some comments for a while on videos, but then she got broke. I can't remember who broke her. Does anyone remember who broke Jocasta? I definitely would have added it into the story art. Like, you need to watch my videos all the way to the end, people. There's some clear storytelling. I've got a writer's room and everything for this shit. Jocasta got beaten up and broken by someone. Does anyone remember who it was? 10 points if you did.
Was it White Rabbit?
It could have been. It might have been White Rabbit. She might have come in out of jealousy and beat her up with an umbrella. Can't remember. There's also a Hellfire Hank baby out there because him and Megan got up to something at the end of the stream. I was playing like saxophone love music and everything for those two. That will come back around in a few years for sure. White Rabbit came back and Brandon left. And then Hydra Bob joined for a little bit. And then Hydra Bob ended up being Chameleon. Who knew it? Who knew it? So Chameleon obviously left as well because he was never part of the Who crew. And Chameleon never technically got voted in the Who crew. Hellfire Bob. Hydra Bob did. So yeah, so Hydra Bob was never actually voted in. It was Chameleon in disguise. Dan Who Reviews.
Dan_who_reviews donated $5.
Cheers, Dan.
One trick to keep subscribers is to tell stories that don't go anywhere, like the time I caught the ferry over to David Displays. I needed a new Hellfire Hank for my crew, so I headed over to Forbidden Planet.
And that's why they called David in those days. That's another Simpsons reference, by the way. That's Grandpa Simpson. That has to be Alexi, right? Alexi's the Simpsons reference guy. So today, as a little bit of nonsense on the channel, and again, I appreciate anybody watching this on the replay or watching this live. Again, this is pure nonsense today. I thought these 4 have been a pretty strong little crew for a while now, right? The people have rotated in and out, but these 4 are the mainstays. So I think it's about time we give them a little companion. right? Give them something to bring them some joy, or maybe not. Maybe I reckon they can be responsible now, Rich. Think they can be responsible, and we should give them a little companion. Shall we?
Oh, Christopher Allen in the chat says it was Zabu that broke Jocasta.
Oh, yeah, Zabu. Thank you very much. See, Christopher Allen knows the law. I appreciate Christopher Allen. I need to hire him to be my continuity checker when I write the new storylines. Thank you very much, Christopher. See, someone watches. I knew. If that's why Christopher Allen is everybody's favourite, because the man supports the content. He watches all the way to the end. I appreciate that, Christopher Allen. You're absolutely right. Zabu did break Jocasta. So, Rich, shall we find out what companions could possibly be joining the Who crew? You can give me your...
Hopefully it's not Zabu.
Well, what Marvel characters do you hate?
Krista.
Yes.
I hate Red Widow.
Yeah.
And hate among all haters, Kitty Pryde is my most hated of all.
Well,
We're not putting Kitty Pryde in. She's not a real captain. She just pretends to be one.
No. Wow. What I wanted to do, Rich, was take away Lockheed from the evil Kitty Pryde.
I'm happy with that. I love Lockheed. I just hate Kitty Pryde.
I give Lockheed to Hellfire Hank. Lockheed could sit on his shoulder, join the Who crew. We've rescued him from Kitty Pryde and gave him a loving family with the Who crew. What do you think about Lockheed joining the Who crew?
I mean, Lockheed is good. He can sit on people's shoulders. He can fly about. He can breathe fire. Good. He can't talk as well, so you haven't got to do any Jocasta AI voiceovers. So yeah, it would be good.
Yeah, maybe I could do some brief flyer, like VAX or something. Maybe. Okay, so Lockheed's a nice choice. I like that. I like that he can just sit on Hank's shoulder. It's not going to trouble anybody. I reckon that's fine. How about Jeff the Land Shark? Now, I know a lot of people are now familiar with Jeff because of his appearance in Marvel Rivals. But let's be honest, before Marvel Rivals was ever a thing, Jeff the Land Shark was part of our Marvel Legends collection. He's a nice happy shark with legs. What's not to like about him? I'm sure he could be great friends with Frogman and get involved with the Who crew. What do you think about Jeff? Does he fit the Who crew vibe?
I mean, I love a bit of Jeff the Land Shark. Some amazing comic book appearances. With Deadpool, with Elsa Bloodstone, all over the place he's been. But the only thing with Jeff the Land Shark is his Marvel Rivals look is so different to this one. And it is rumoured maybe next year we might get an updated Jeff the Land Shark. But for now, this comic book accurate version of classic Jeff the Land Shark, who came with his accessory Sheikla, this would be a really good figure to get. So yeah, I will be happy with Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah, but remember, we're not adding a whole character. We're adding a companion. We're adding a Who crew companion.
A pet.
Right? Yeah,
a pet. Who crew pet.
A Who crew pet. We're adding a companion, all right? I like a lot of people are suggesting great things. Like I like Stiltman, I like Human Fly, and I like characters like that. But for me, they're more villainous. They're like a villainous team with White Rabbit. But for the Who crew, we're just adding a companion, all right? So how about Miss Lion? A Shih Tzu just like my furry Shih Tzu Ted. Now, obviously, I don't have any representation of Teddy within the Who crew, but Miss Lion, at least I think she's a Shih Tzu, and so is Teddy.
Miss Lion's a he, by the way.
Oh, that's great then. So is Teddy. So why is Miss Lion called a he?
Don't ask. But yeah, Miss Lion is a boy.
Okay then. All right, fair enough. Well, Miss Lion, he is a Shih Tzu. Teddy's my dog, and I thought maybe this is my little representation of Teddy within the Who crew. So Miss Lion, surely he's not going to cause much trouble. He's not going to pee on anyone.
There's two versions of Miss Lion as well. You can get comic book accurate Miss Lion or cartoon accurate Miss Lion.
Yeah, so I thought there's some nice options for companions, but I know what you guys are like. You like causing mischief. You like creating shockwaves and making drama within the Who crew. So I thought, well, what little guy, what could cause the least, what could cause the least trouble, right? Because I don't want too much nonsense going on. What about Headpool? He's got a little hat on. Could maybe replace someone's head. Instead of Captain Britain holding the frame, maybe you could hold Headpool. I just thought, just a little bit different from the nice pets. give these guys, I know the chat are evil, Rich. They're evil. They always kind of start trouble. So I thought, let's give them one troublemaker that they could vote for if they wanted to. So yeah, that's your 4 for today, all right? A nice little Who Crew companion, all right? Nothing crazy, just a Who Crew companion. Let me see if I can get rid of the Hanks down there. There we go. So there you go. You got Lockheed, Jeff, Miss Lion, or Headpool. So I'm going to put a poll up. Right, I know people are throwing great. Like Hit Monkey, I've tried to get Hit Monkey in the Who Crew before, you know. Who was Hit Monkey up again? Who did Hit Monkey lose to? Was it Jocasta or?
A Hit Monkey was Christopher Allen.
Yeah, honestly, we've tried to get Hit Monkey in the Who Crew and you've never voted him in. That's on you guys. So we've tried to get Hit Monkey in before and you said no. And Hit Monkey is more of a character anyway. These guys are a little bit more. There are characters, but they're a bit more chill, ain't they? So, just as a little bit of nonsense. It is an anniversary stream. We need to add some nonsense. There we go. That's what I'm doing. I'm rich, bitch! Look, Home Dude suggests Lockjaw, and Lockjaw is also a great idea, but there are rumours out there that we're going to get the Inhumans very soon, and I quite like the idea of just having the Inhumans on the display without having to take Lockjaw off the shelf every 10 minutes. So selfishly, I'm keeping Lockjaw out of it. I nearly added Ursa Major into this as a joke, but I knew you guys would vote him in there, and he's right in the back of my shelf, and I wasn't taking him out the shelf, so you're stuck with these guys. These are very easy to get off the display. So there you go. Who should join the Who Crew as their little companion, the Who Crew pet? You can go Lockjaw, Jeff the Landshark, Miss Lion, or Headpool. The voting is up to you. Me and Rich don't have a say. It is genuinely completely up to you. Who do you reckon they're going to go for, Rich, knowing what this chat are like?
I'd guess it's between Jeff and Headpool. That's what I would say. But then, now that I've said that, it'd be one of the other ones that wins, because they usually go against whatever we say.
We've basically got to pretend we are emotionless. We don't have any favourites, and we like them all and hate them all equally, because the chat will grab onto any weakness that we show and vote for them. If you're on the replay crew, let me know in the comments below who you would have voted for. But unfortunately, this is the advantage of being here live. You can contribute to the polls. We've got over 100 people watching, so I'm not going anywhere until this hits over 100 votes. Lockheed, Jeff the Landshark, Miss Lion, or Headpool. Who should join the Who Crew? I promise, as always, I will commit to adding them into every single road review I do for the time being. Kurt K says, quite surprised there is no Duck yet. Now, Rich did suggest Howard the Duck, but Rich 100% did. But in my own headcanon, right, so this is my own headcanon, I'd like to pretend the Who Crew is a team that could actually meet up within the comics. Do you know, so I don't want no MCU characters or multiverse like animated style. And the only Howard the Duck I have in my collection is the What If version, which is technically MCU. So yes, it could have worked, but I've got weird OCD about that. It would have bugged me that he was a What If, and What If is animated, and the What If animated show is technically an MCU multiverse thing. So yeah, I couldn't allow it. So it's got to be comic figures, comic characters that could potentially be in the same team. Like, you could read a comic book and see these characters on the same panel. Do you know what I mean? That type of vibe. RP says, what about Goose with the tentacles? Technically MCU. Technically an MCU character, but I see where you're going. Justin Collect says, you need a copy, Dan. I do. Is that British slang for a cup of tea? No, it's his little mascot. I need to get a copy. Yeah, I could get a copy and put him in a drawer. Be like Forky when I'm trying to constantly trash him. I need to upgrade my channel membership for Justin, don't I? Maybe I'll do that, Justin. Maybe I'll do that so it costs you more in international postage to send me this copy than it does for you to make him. I'm actually doing Justin a favour right now by not being the highest tier of his channel membership, because do you know what the UK folks should do one month? We should all become a channel member to Justin at his highest tier and try and bankrupt him by making copies and sending them international. I'm going to try and get a group of the UK folk together and see if we can do that for Justin. Copy for life, says Kenny. Webhead Collector said, I suggested Orb, but Jeff is peak. Now, I did put up a poll on my channel, but I wasn't talking about pets on my channel, on my Instagram, sorry. I was just being very generic. So I'm just going to scroll backwards, Rich, and read out some suggestions from the chat. So this is from my Instagram, okay? So I put a poll up, and let me just go live so you can see. Oh, shit. So yeah, I put a poll up, and then you guys put some suggestions on, all right? So I'm going to read some of these out. St. James suggested Rom. Christopher Allen suggested the human fly. Joe suggested Stiltman. I think Steve suggested Hydra Bob. Technically, Hydra Bob has already been voted in. We got a few votes for Frogman, for Dragon Man. Literal Action Figs is another one for Rom. Agent Z-Man said US Agent, because he's Agent Z-Man. Do you get it? I see what he was trying to do there. A few people did say Jeff, actually. David, Evan, and Smith, all three of them voted for Dragon Man. Do you know what your good friend Dakota voted for? You could probably guess what Dakota voted for from the Strong Collectors.
Was it Chris Star?
Of course it was fucking Chris Star, yeah. Dakota voted for Chris Star. So yeah, shout out Dakota. Joe voted for Monet Saint Croix. Shout out Joe.
Hey, come on, Joe.
Rich also voted for Monet Saint Croix.
Yeah, Monet Saint Croix all day,
Another
all
female
day.
would have been nice. J Toys Collection UK voted for Jean Grey without yellow boots. Very particular. That's a very particular Jean Grey. That would have worked pretty well. Damien Ristori said the Hood, or at least one villain. Just thought the Hood could use his influence for heroes to solve. Now, I'm trying to keep villains away, Damien. I know Damien's always trying to add in a villain, which I understand. He wants a villainous counterpart. But I like the Who crew to be misfits, good guys. Like, Frogman is sort of a stupid... He thinks he's a villain, but he's not really a villain, is he? His dad was a villain, Leapfrog, but Frogman tried to copy his dad, but then seen his ways. There's some lore there anyway. There's a few for Orb as well. Orb would, again, a villainous team with like Stiltman, the Hood, Orb, Human Fly, White Rabbit. Like, you could absolutely make a counterpart for the Who crew. Derek Jackson says, vote Dragon Man. You can't, there's only 4. So far, Jeff the Landshark is winning with 49% of the vote. 73 votes. Lockheed, 26%. Miss Lion, 16%. And Headpool, only 8% there.
Ooh.
So Jeff the Landshark, again, very popular at the minute because of the Marvel Rivals game. I wonder if that has definitely put Jeff into the zeitgeist a little bit more. Dog and Squirrel from the Deadpool scooter was another good shout. Yeah, that was another good shout. But doesn't the squirrel have like a big peg on him? So you can only peg him into the dog pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have been awkward. Webhead Collector says, yo, Dan, I was the one who DM'd a couple of days ago. Appreciate your help. You are very welcome. Yes, hit me up. DM me. I will respond. I always respond. Damien completely understands. He understands. Damien could create a very good villain team with Misfits. Death's Head UK repping was another good shout, but I thought this time round, instead of a character, let's just have a bit of nonsense with some companions. All right, so while that's going on, let's ask Rich some questions. If you've got a question for Rich, let me know in the chat. Look, Rich's eyes just went wide. It's like, what? I wasn't expecting this. I've been prepared these questions.
I didn't sign off a Q&A.
I've prepared these questions for you. I'm about to read them out for you now. I've basically been asking people in secret for questions, and now is the moment that I read these out to you. I didn't really. This is just blank piece of paper. I lied to you. I lied to you, Rich. What is your current favourite Marvel legend?
The one that I've got on my... the ones I've got on my shelf for the minute are... T-Ray, the Fantastic Four, She-Hulk, and Blue Namorita that everyone loves. Yeah, it's so probably those 3, I reckon.
That version of Namorita in that particular style appeared in one panel. One panel, it's all I could find.
No, it didn't. It's in the whole New Warriors Volume 3. If Scotty Young draws it, she looks like that.
Yeah, but that's the cartoon style, right?
I mean, it's Scott Young style. That's how he draws.
That's what I'm saying.
Things.
So in that look, the legend is made of, is in one panel.
Of the Civil War. No, she's in more than one panel.
In the other look. In the look you're talking about. In the more cartoony look. But in the look that the legend is created, there's only one panel of her in that look.
No, definitely not. There's definitely more of that. There's like the old Civil War and like the flashbacks to Namorita. She's in that look, so There's definitely more. There's definitely more than that.
I want the skin tone name Arita with the yellow, the green one piece anyway. That's New Warriors. That will complete New Warriors, right? I think that is it to complete New Warriors.
Yeah, that is it.
What is your current most wanted Legends then? Forget everyone else. What do you want? What's the gap that you miss?
It would be like finishing off Generation X. So I think Sync and Generation X Jubilee would be the big one for me.
So that is your current most wanted Marvel Legend. The thing you want represented in plastic for Legends the most right now.
If they went, Legends is going to end tomorrow, you can only have one more figure, I would pick Generation X Jubilee.
Yep.
That's the one I would pick.
That makes sense. You love Jubilee. You've got a Jubilee shaft.
I love Jubilee.
You want her represented in all of her eras. Is Generation X Jubilee your favourite era of Jubilee?
Yeah, probably. I love the, like I said, like the Generation X. It's like nostalgia, isn't it? Nostalgia. Like Generation X was like my like favorite X-Men team because it was like I was a teenager when Generation X came around. So it fitted to me. It was like this school of outcasts learning to like use their powers. And yeah, I love the Generation X kids. I love every single one of them. So yeah, if they keep doing the Generation X at one a year, by the time I'm like 70, we might get the whole team, Dan. We get the whole team.
Now, before Ryan Ting left Hasbro, he would always talk about the potential of like a made-to-order or a HasLab team. So rather than it being a big item, it would be a team. So obviously, I think Hasbro, rightly so, are moving away from the HasLab model. We like what they're doing currently with like just making things accessible for the people that want them. Like, so what happens instead of the next made-to-order item being a bigger character, like a Fin Fan Foom or something, which again people want, but let's just say that's going to come eventually. But do you reckon a made-to-order item could be a team? So instead of made-to-order and it's a big character, it's like, oh, this is a made-to-order, but it's a team. So the only way you could get this team is by pre-ordering it now, like Generation X.
I see, but then I think, like, because the thing is, Generation X, you've got quite a lot of them. So I just think there's not many teams where you haven't got anyone, and I think the teams you haven't got anyone either because they're newer teams or because they're more obscure. And then would you get enough people buying it? I would love all of the Nasty Boys. They haven't done one of the Nasty Boys yet. Not the WWE Nasty Boys, but Mr. Sinister's Nasty Boys. So there's no Nasty Boy figures available. It's like a 5, 6, depending on comic book or animated, like line up to it. And some of them have got like Gorgeous George is just like this big sludge guy who's like changes his shape and stuff like that. So you could do like these bigger characters, these smaller characters, this hairball who's covered in hair. So you could like do stuff like that, like make them different than a standard line. But then would that sell enough? That's the thing.
Well, that's why it would be made to order, because they're not.
But you still need because like the made to order figures that they have done, like I would say Mephisto is like much wanted. He's not just like a cult classic. He's someone that a lot of people wanted. Dragon Man, because of the affinity for the old figure and the price on the aftermarket for that, a lot of people have wanted. And he's like a classic, a Fantastic Four villain. So and the Sentinels, they were probably, I'm guessing they probably sold the most of all the made to order because whether you're a fan of the animated show or the normal show, and they are army builders as well. So
I think that's the difference. The main difference, again, they're very similar concepts made to order HasLab, but I think with a HasLab, you need sort of a universal fondness to the project to get it over the line. Like you need, again, community backing. Engine of Vengeance is an example of the community were not united on that. So with the made to order, they can be a bit more obscure because they're directing it directly at Marvel fans on Pulse.
RJ's got a good suggestion in the chat, which I didn't think of, and that actually would work as a made to order. So doing like Jack Kirby first appearance style, Avengers or X-Men. I think doing a particular artist look for figures, I think that would work, and yeah, I would be there for that.
Yeah, because we need a new Thor. We need a decent Hulk with the proper likeness. And an Ant-Man and a Wasp were slightly different in issue 1. Loki was the big bad as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
X-Men, we do need the first team, like Beast in his human form and all of them in their training outfits. We need a new version of them for sure. Yeah, there's plenty. This is why I say there's plenty of team in a box ideas, and it's been a while since we've got one. So everyone's expecting a second made to order this year to copy the pattern of last year. Everyone's thinking it may be an MCU Galactus, but I don't think it is. I think the time may have passed. Or maybe they're reusing parts from the Galactus HasLab, because Emily at MCM was talking about they are allowed to do that. So maybe that is what Hasbro are doing. They're just retooling the HasLab Galactus and make it an MCU version with a new head sculpt or something. Maybe that's what they do. But
I just think if it's retooled, like it would be a lot more expensive than all the other made to orders. And then, so I don't think they'd be retooling stuff yet. I can't see that. I could see a smaller size Galactus like they did with the Sentinel. I just don't think. I mean, especially with how the Engine of Vengeance went, I think, you know, Marvel Legends fans are pretty vocal in speaking about things they don't like. So I don't think an MCU just like slightly changed Galactus would be a good route to take.
For the record, I was putting this on the record. I'm not saying I want an MCU Galactus. I actually don't. There's plenty of other comic characters that I would like to add to my collection before we get an MCU Galactus. Like, without getting into spoilers of his appearance in Fantastic Four, he's not exactly going to be a big miss on the shelf as an MCU representation anyway, is all I'm saying. So I would rather them do one of these made to order teams in a box. Again, very designer Pacific looks would be good. I've seen a few suggestions in there as well. Someone said Power Pack Gen X.
Power Pack would be a good team. That actually would.
More acolytes for Fabian Cortez. Serpent Society, Eric's Imperial Guard as well, because that would give us an advantage of updating a Gladiator, giving us other characters, maybe even putting a Deathbird in there as well. Serpent Society, again, plenty of characters that they probably wouldn't ever put out in a main line, put them in that type of pack. Yeah, I just like the idea of a team in a box, and because it is a made to order, they know they're talking directly to the Marvel audience, because we're the only ones that are even aware of these type of projects. The general public ain't casually knowing about Mephisto, do you know, like, so.
Yeah, I could see, like, people have said about artist editions, or like people have said about like alternate versions of teams. So like, I think the Phoenix 5 X-Men team, I think that would probably sell, because it's like your known characters but in different looks, and like Emma Frost has got a lot of thigh and a lot of boobs out as well. No, Dan. No one wants the original Guardians of the Galaxy. You're good. You're good with them.
No, Aaron does. Aaron's in the chat. He says I'd like. He says
Aaron.
I'd like. He doesn't say Dan would like. He would say I'd like a Charlie 27 and Martin X. So it's me and Aaron. So they'd get
what page one? What page one of that epic?
Page 5.
Page 5. Nice.
The first 3 pages are just artwork. Of the comics and the writers contributing. Page 5 is when it really kicks off, when it really gets going. That's issue 1. There you go. Yeah, so I was just curious where your mind's at in regards to Legends, because I think you've said yourself that, and again, we've said it both, that when you've been collecting so long, the gap for characters gets a lot smaller. I think
with them announcing Mephisto and Feral and Rachel Summers all at STCC, I think that's a lot of like my most wanted, like my 90s X-Men now, like that all the classic teams are more or less complete. Like there's bits and pieces you like, I want to revenge like a Caucasian Psylocke when Quantum was in the wrong body, or like a Val Cooper to finish out X Factor. But otherwise, like the 90s is kind of done, so that's good. And then we can move on to like other era. I hope that now we get them. We move on and like start filling out other eras and doing other characters. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna start doing the Ghibli figures all over again, but with updated articulation for you all.
What they're doing at the minute is that annoying thing of like pinless arms but pinned legs. So like we still got like the blue Venom, great looking blue Venom, but new arms. Apparently the new upper torso's new. I didn't realise that. Lots of people pointed that out in my review because I'm obviously dumb.
He's got the new neck as well, haven't he?
But it's not a new neck. It's a fucking hinge.
But it's different from the last Venom.
Yes. I prefer disc and hinge. I know, like me and Brandon used to always say he preferred the dumbbell, but like disc and hinge gives you more range. Like, it genuinely does give you more range looking up and down. And that's what you want to do with the head. Do you know, I'm not too stressed about how much tilt I get. If he's a flying character, I want him to look straight up so I can fly. So a disc and hinge allows you to do that. Like Venom, look, I can get him in a nice flying pose. Venom flies,
well-known flying character, Venom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But disc and hinge is better. Disc and hinge is better. Justin, very generous super chat.
Justin Collects donated $9.99. Congrats again, Dan. Despite your hate for chips, Jada toys, butter on popcorn and Superman. You calling soccer, football, and, wait, what was my point? Why are we friends again?
Justin says, congrats, Dan. Despite your hate for chips, I actually really like chips. I don't like crisps. All right, so let's get that right. I like chips. I like fries. I don't like crisps. I love Jada toys. Whole shelf full of Jada toys. Love Jada toys. Let's collaborate again soon, all right, Jada toys. They genuinely believe I hate them now because of you guys. Fucking bastards. Butter on popcorn. Yeah, that's weird. And Superman. I just wasn't a big fanboy of the Superman film like a lot of people was. I thought it was fine.
Honestly, I think it was my favourite film second favourite film this year after K-pop Demon Hunters. Second favourite. I
went and seen Weapons yesterday and I really liked it. Have you seen it yet?
No, I don't think Geraint would go and see it.
You should see it. Weapons was good. I liked Weapons. That's up there.
Might go on my own and see it next week.
Weapons and Sinners are up there as two of my favourite films this year, I think. I like both of them for different reasons. But
is it like, without giving stuff away, because I know like I haven't really seen anything about Weapons. The trailer
gives you the premise, but you don't have a clue what the film's about. For the record,
is it like monsters?
No.
Okay, right, okay. I might convince.
This is what I'm saying. The trailer sets up the premise: kids go missing in the night, but you don't have.
But that looks like it looks like a mystery. It looks like it doesn't look like a horror film, but it's a horror film, isn't it?
It's like they sort of. I didn't expect. This isn't a spoiler by any means, but they tell this. The story tells you the story from 6 different characters' perspectives. So it will flash up on the screen a name, and then it will give you that day through the eyes of that character, and it will go to another character and give you the day through the eyes of that character, and obviously you see them interact and you see different people's perspectives, and it starts to unravel the mystery, and the mystery is not what you think. It's good, honestly. Weapons was good.
I went and saw The Materialists with Madam Web and Captain America and Mr. Fantastic. I 100% would not recommend. I would recommend getting Madam Web on Netflix and just watch that twice.
Yeah, I still not watched
really awful film with honestly the most stupidest, pointless twists at the end. Oh, you actually got to watch it just to see it, just to see what they do with Mr. Fantastic's character in it. Honestly, it is just fucking one of the worst films I've ever seen, I think. A terrible film. Film.
People are not believing my Jada shelf. Look at that! Jada. I love Jada. Dum 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 dum.
They still on collectibles, aren't they?
Jada. Dum 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 dum. Look, she's blowing her kiss. That's my love for Jada, right? I love Jada, right? Don't listen to the rumours. This is Alexi's fault, right? I'm going to start a rumour that Alexi hates Mafex. How about that, Alexi? Weapons is awesome. A few people like Weapons.
Did you like K-pop Demon Hunters?
No, that's not my vibe, is it? Let's be honest.
Oh, it's so good, Dan. It's so good. There's a sing-along version coming out in 2 weeks' time. I was like, I'm going to book tickets.
My niece and nephew keep coming around and doing like concerts of it. They're like, which Amanda keeps making them do it. Like, stop.
You're my soda pop. You're my soda pop.
Amanda's making Alexa play it. I'm walking down to make breakfast in the morning and Amanda's got fucking it on. Yeah, not for me. I'd rather watch Weapons again. They're saying in the chat, Andrew's saying Weapons is definitely a horror. Look, it has horror themes, but it's not like... There's like a few tiny jump scares, but it's not like... It's a film. Gayro can be fine. Gayro, he's a big boy. He'll be fine. Tell him he'll be fine. All right, he'll be fine. It's a good film.
He was jumping all the way through. I know he did last summer. I was like
not all horror films are like gore and like jump scares. Like some horror films are really good stories with elements of horror. This is one of them. Go and watch it. Infamous said, did you see Ballerina. No, I did not see Ballerina. I want to though.
I saw Ballerina. Yeah, it was
The John
alright.
Wick spin-off.
Yeah, it's good. Some good action sequences. It wasn't as good as John Wick, but it was still good.
Yeah, I will watch that. I never got around to it in the cinema, but I will watch that. I wish we did a live stream where we could discuss film. Well, you're in luck because next week is episode 1 of Dan Who Films, and I've making the announcement. I quit toys. Captain America said, "I loved Captain America: Brave New World. It was incredible." Captain America said that himself. Feeling very vain in the chat in there, Captain America. He also says Madam Web was trash. Everyone else in the film was fine. The main actress who played Madam Web was awful. They do not follow her character justice from the comics. Matt Bridge says, late to the party, but happy anniversary, Dan and Rich. Cheers. Me and Rich have been together now for at least 3 years minimum. We figured out on the stream. Rich has been a co-host longer than Brandon, but shout out Brandon, the OG, of course. He has still got an emoji. I don't know if he watches the streams anymore. He's too good for us these days. But there you go. There's his emoji in remembrance of Brandon. We will remember you.
Don't let time pass me by.
Films and Fanta, says Jamie. Look, I'd love to. But unfortunately, I can't. I don't have time. We do a film stream. I must be involved, says Cloud. Okay. What else? Oh, I wanted to check on there because this is a Marvel Legends stream. It's very important that we check on the snow job. Or cat.
Is that a technical term? Snow job?
No, snow job's a mix between this and a G.I. Joe character. I got them confused.
Bring Toys to It says, me too. If they both stop talking about Mythic Legions on a Sunday, you could do the 100 best films of all time.
I keep telling Cloud and Michael, do a stream. Like, I would watch that. Do a stream, Mythic Legions and movies. Movies and Mythics and movies. You know, like, go for it. Use the
Mythic movies.
Mythic movies. You know, go for it. Have a stream where half the stream is recapping toys and half of it's talking about the latest movies and something like that. Go for it. I would always encourage people to make content. Share, like, enjoy, have fun. Yeah, I reckon that's definitely unlocking everything. You've got 6 hours left, and it needs about 1,300 to unlock everything. Does that mean Jay's in? Jay, do you feel the value now? You do get a fried egg with Flint. Just saying. Do you have a 1/12 scale fried egg? Look at that. Where is he? Whoa. You do not have a 1/12 scale frying pan with fried eggs. You need it, Jay. You absolutely need it. Look, you get 2 little sausages. 2 little sausages on sticks, a coffee mug, and some fried egg. Jay needs it. If there's ever a toy that Jay needs, it's this one. Sorry, Kiara. Sorry, I do apologise. Sorry, Kiara. Just checking on the poll. Not quite at 100 votes yet, but Jeff the Land Shark is winning by a landslide at 50% of the vote. Looks like Jeff the Land Shark may be joining the Who crew for the foreseeable future. Daniel S. says figures and film. Music, movies and mythics. Oh, that's going to be an 8-hour stream. Good luck with that one. Your boy's got a toy says, my voice went without lies. This is what it sounds like. Oh, is that a K-pop song? My voice without the lies. This is what it sounds like. Put your emoji there, so I'm assuming it's reference to you.
Yes, it is a song.
Okay, it is a song. Thanks for that informative knowledge.
This is what it sounds like.
Matt Bridge says, also, I just moved house and have a super long commute now, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll be back on the live streams on Thursdays from now on. Well, Matt, we appreciate you. We are still going to be here. 5 years in and I ain't going nowhere. I ain't fucking leaving. Jared says, I'm happy out if we only get the tiers. Oh, yeah, Jared's absolutely in because he's got a sick G.I. Joe Snow diorama. Do you know Jared's coming from Ireland to Toy Fair, Rich? You'll meet him.
Yay!
You'll meet him. He's coming to Toy Fair. He's bringing some civilian non-toy friends, though. How should he prep them?
There's bars and everything like that, so he'd be fine.
Send them to a bar, yes.
Is he staying in Birmingham?
Driving.
Or?
Yes, he's driving over, yeah.
Ah, sorted. Yeah, there's like Resorts World, there's loads there you can do. There's a bowling alley, there's Hungry Hippos, everything.
There may be video somewhere of me humping a hippo. Just saying. Genuinely is. And I was better at it than Craig and Jay. That's a weird sentence to say, but it happened. Didn't Adam hump a hippo as well?
Yeah, it was 4 of you on it.
Yeah.
4 of you
Did you say
humping
hippo
hippos.
gangbang? You guys have no idea what we're talking about, but it's what happened.
Balls in everyone's mouth there was, well,
There fucking was. My guy swallowed a few. I need to find that video now because no one's going to understand the context. He says, he said they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Your boy's got toys. Just call my girlfriend a hippo, or did he call his girlfriend a hippo? He's put Amanda equals hippo, but he's got a girlfriend called Amanda. So is he calling his own girlfriend a hippo, or is he calling my girlfriend a hippo? She had a knife earlier, Alexi. Be careful. Bring Toys to Work said, wait, it should be music, movies, and mythics. Oh my. Justin says, are we in the members only already? No, we're not. We're not there quite yet. I'm waiting.
not equal. Well, it means not equal, Dan, in American math.
Okay. I didn't know that. I'm not American.
I didn't know that either.
Jay fondly remembers the Hippo gangbang. He says, the Hippo gangbang. Didn't think I'd be reminiscing about that 5 years later. Again, if I did not start this stream 5 years ago, I would not have been humping hippos with these guys. That is for sure. That's a true statement. Let's check on the chat. Okay, there's his fried eggs.
It's 3 votes. 3 votes to 100. Come on, 3 people.
Votes. To be fair, it doesn't matter where those 3 votes go. You're not beating Jeff the Landshark at 52% of the vote. It seems like Jeff is going to be the new Who crew member. Let me just remind you folks what your options were. You had Lockheed, Jeff the Landshark, Miss Lion, or Headpool. We are voting for a new Who crew companion that will appear, in every review moving forward until...
Ooh, 98. Ooh, 2 more.
Until something terrible happens. Who has the video of the hippo humping? Who has that? Did you have it, Rich?
No,
you need ID to watch it?
I did not take any photos of ball eaten by you 4.
I'll ask Amanda if she has it. Was Amanda there? No, Amanda wasn't there, was she?
Yeah, it wasn't. Didn't Amanda come?
No.
Yeah, no. Didn't you come back with Amanda?
I can't remember.
I'm sure you did. Oh no, no, that was another.
Hump is a blur.
No, you came. No, you came back. No. I'm mixing up the visits now.
Yeah. I don't think Amanda was there. Amanda is probably unaware of the hippo humping. I should probably stop saying that out loud.
Kiara was there.
Yeah, she probably filmed it. Kiara sent the hippo gangbang to Dan's
There you
DMs.
go.
Shall I have a look? I'm watching it before I fucking show these guys, that's for sure. Let's have a little look. Oh, okay, I don't mind showing that. It's so stupid. Can I download it? I don't know how to...
Just 2 more votes, chat. Just 2 more votes. Where you can go Lockheed, Jeff the Landshark, Miss Lion, or Headpool.
There you go. Some hippo humping for you. That's me, Adam Batman Moran, and Jay's Toy Collection UK, all humping hippos. You can see lots of balls going in mouths. Me and Adam have got a good rhythm going. Jay's struggling at parts. It was a bit of a workout. Well, I know I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't by miles. I was the best hippo humper. If anyone dares to challenge us at hippo humping, please let us know. Meet us at the next.
I think. Meetup. Do you know what? I think this is the second time that you were hippo humping. Because there's no Craig. No, Craig is not on that hippo. Craig was there the first time. I think you'll be hippo humping without Craig.
Oh, don't tell Craig. He'll be jealous. Justin says, someone clip this. Look, it's there. You can have it. You're welcome. Take it. There will be no hippo shaming around here. Your boy's got... This is an example of the community, right? As I said, 5 years ago, if I did not start a live stream talking about Marvel Legends, we would not have been here. Humping hippos 5 years later.
I mean, at least you're on the Hasbro game. You're keeping on brand, you know.
It's true, yeah. That game looked so much fun. It was fun. Encounter Culture says, this will be featured on the news segment of the recap. Dan Who has been humping hippos. Look, I told you, Craig is jealous. He said, terrible, Dan. Maybe Craig joined us on the next game. I think Craig was watching us from a distance and was a bit jealous.
No, I think this is a separate time. I think you've been there again.
Oh, I think we went on a
Without
date.
Craig and me, I think you've
Yeah,
been
no,
you've
we
been
did, we
secretly
did.
going again before Hippo.
It was Jay's birthday. It was like a
Where's mine and Craig invite for that then, Jay? Don't give a shit, yo.
I blame. I think maybe Kiara and Amanda arranged it, so I blame them. But we went. Where did we go? We went to ZZ's.
It's all right, Craig. I'll hump hippos with you. Oh,
Clip that.
I'm like, what am I saying?
Okay, that's enough hippo hump for you. You've been spoilt with far too much hippo humping. If Jared, when you come to Birmingham, do you want a hippo hump with us? It's our activity of choice. We hunt for toys and we go and hump hippos and drink Koppelbergs. We need to do this in London, says he. People are jealous of the hippo humping, essentially. Is that a giant-sized hungry hippo, Captain America? Captain America, you are correct. Well done. You are very astute. You noticed that above anyone else. No one else had a clue what was going on, but you, my fan, nothing gets past you. Captain America. Yeah, Craig is... He says it's disgraceful, Rich. Craig is not happy. Back to Legends. Josh B says, I tried ordering the Gambit Rogue 2-pack and even Hasbro Pulse doesn't think it's worth it. Keeps getting the non-processed, do not increased volume. That 2-pack, yeah, right, I still want it. Yeah, Hasbro Pulse is crashing for me as well, by the way, so maybe there's a glitch going on in the system.
Yeah, something going on with Hasbro UK, I think.
Yeah, there is a glitch on my end too.
And they still haven't got those magic figures up yet, do you?
No. And they actually had the graphic. Do you know, like on the top of the site, it has those slides that change to like.
Yeah.
It had a magic one with the Marvel Legends, all 4 of them. So like they clearly planned to put them up. So maybe they got pulled or something last minute, and no one's told us shit. We don't know. By the way, I love an arcade. I always play stupid arcade games. I don't mind making a fool out of myself. I'm game. If it's fun, I'm there for it. I think that was at the bowling alley. That's what that was. I love a claw machine as well. Me and Amanda will spend a fortune. Like, you could either buy Teddy a plush at the shop, or you could spend triple the amount on trying to win him one. And like, you clearly spend the triple amount to try and win him one, because it's just more fulfillment when you finally do pick up that plush.
I was on the last weekend. I was doing like the grab a hand thing. I think it was a Mario plush or something. And Gary was like on Amazon. He's like, "Look, I can just buy you one for £13. Just like walk away."
It's not
no, it's not, is it?
It's not the same, because you can't just. It's not a fun story when you look at that Mario on the shelf and go, "Oh, I brought that from Amazon." Yeah, it's boring.
But they definitely are rigged these days, because they don't even grip now until you've put enough money in.
They just fucking stroke them. It's like limp hands. Yeah, they're terrible. But it is that enjoyment of winning it, and then you've got a story to tell, because it's like a trophy. You're like, I won this, and you put it on the shelf, and you forever look at it and go, I won that, you know, I won that on a claw machine with my skill, even though it's a game of chance.
Your gerrymandering has won out, Dan. Who? We've now got 100 votes. Hooray!
Hooray! Okay, let's have a little look. 100 votes. Who should join the Who crew? Lockheed, 23%. Jeff the Landshark with 51%. Miss Lion, 14%. Headpool in dead last. I thought Headpool might win it, you know, because I thought these guys prefer the villains or the bad guys. Because White Rabbit won, Hydra Bob won. So I thought they may lean into the bad guy territory, but they didn't. The love for Jeff the Landshark has won. 50% of the vote. 100 votes. I'm going to end the poll right there. Jeff the Landshark, welcome to the Who crew, mate. You're in. Let's go back. There you go. Come into a review near you soon. But in the meantime, make sure you go and check out the other videos on my channel. There we go. Dan Who Reviews. Captain America is up right now with Blue Venom. And we hopefully get the rest soon. Because
you got 3 up now. You got these 2 up as well. You've got a Wolverine and some Samurai.
Yep. Craig's Nostalgia Collection says, congrats on 5 years, guys. Rich, don't promise me with a good time, pal. He says, who is Jeff? Def's head would have been a great addition to the crew. No, I agree. Def's head would have been a great addition to the crew, but we just wanted to add a light companion this year, just rather than a new character, just a companion, a little pet, a Who crew pet this year, just to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, go and check out the videos on the channel. Go and check out my Everything I Brought in July video. I'm trying my Everything You Brought in August video to be a minute long, because so far I have nothing. Literally have nothing so far, and we're 2 weeks in. So Everything I Brought in August may be a short video. Could be a quiet month.
You might have Amiga Red and War Machine next week, hopefully.
Yes, I might have already been charged for it without looking at my bank. Maybe I should have a quick look. Let's have a look, because I would check on Pulse, but it's fucking slow. War Machine. There it is. It is low stock, and it's in stock. It's not even pre-order anymore. So yeah, that might have already been charged today. I'm looking. So far, I have not been charged. It's going to be one of those things then where I've got to update my payment details to the same payment details just so it fucking charges. The system's fucked on Pulse. Pulse is a mess. Yeah, there you go. Omega Red and War Machine. In stock right now. So yeah, I'll review them as well, even though that review is going to be mainly comparisons, isn't it? It's going to be spot the difference with Omega Red and War Machine. Jeremy says, did you get charged for the Psylocke set off Amazon? Yes, I did. My Psylocke set from Amazon arrived. So I do have that. £30 Amazon bargain for Psylocke. Captain America says, congrats on 5 years. I'm so glad to be part of your community. Love your videos, man. You're amazing and fantastic. Captain America, do you have another name? Have you changed your username? Are you actually a name that we recognise, but you've changed your name to Captain America because you now lead the Avengers? I don't know. Captain America is not a name we often see, is all I'm saying. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Flapuma says, who in the Who crew is responsible for Jeff and his walking schedule? Yeah, I did think about this, and I think it might be Frogman. So I might try and get Jeff a little lead and a little...
Get off it, AOA Sabertooth.
Yeah,
you can get
yeah.
a chain.
Yeah, you can make him a little custom one. I can make him a little custom chain. Get a little chain and a little collar. So yeah, leave it with me. We'll work on that. As long as he picks up his shit, that'll be fine.
The shark shit.
Good question. Do sharks shit? I think they've got to, right? Where is
Right in the comments below if you're still watching.
Do sharks shit? Before we get out of here, let's Google that. Ask D-Blake Makes to make you one. A collar. Will you have to make a little collar for Jeff the Landshark? I'm sure I'll be able to do that myself, right? Get a little bit of chain and just a bit of something around his neck. Yeah, I'll be able to figure that out. I need the new Juggernaut or Gamerverse Juggernaut. Don't we all? All of us do. He's massive. It's the Juggernaut, bitch.
It's that and Shumagorath to come, innit? And then that's all of them out then. That's everything out.
Yep. Okay, we've added a new Who crew companion. I'm aware of the time. I do realise the shows... This is why we have a theme, by the way, because when we have a theme, we stick to a schedule and we have a nice rounded show. When you don't give us a topic, I chat shit, the show goes nowhere and we go long. So I apologise for going long, but we will have an after show with no topic again. So we're just going to sit around in silence on a Zoom call. If you want to join us for that, I will make it public. It will be a second separate stream. So there you go. Who Crew Deluxe. I'll share it on screen in a minute. Rich, any final thoughts? At least talk for at least a minute while I sort this out. Thank you very much. Over to you.
I just want to say thank you to the Academy for giving me this opportunity. And thank you to my mother, to my father, to God, to Shannon Doherty, to everyone for the opportunity of being on this show. Thank you to Brandon for leaving. That's a given. And, you know, for being the best co-host on... Maybe I'm not even a co-host. Maybe I'm just the host at this point. Maybe it is Rich M live at this point. And then you were just...
forward.
You were the super producer, just in the background doing the buttons, I know.
Next week's show, I will put it as Rich M live, as a tribute...
Episode 1.
As a tribute to Rich M. We will
go... 10 viewers. Woo!
But yeah, I don't know. Did you guys notice I played the old intro on the starting screen today rather than the regular intro? Justin says, what poor choices in your life lead you to this point, Rich? Alcohol.
Ketamine and vodka.
I was going to blame vodka, yeah, for sure. had to be vodka's influence for sure. No, nothing but love to Rich. Honestly, shout out Brandon for joining me on the start of this journey, of course. But he has obviously moved on. We are now the little people to Brandon. But Rich is here. Rich saved me, and he's brought some class to this stream. And he's brought the knowledge.
I leveled it up, didn't I? Leveled it up.
Beforehand, everything I knew about Marvel was learnt on Wikipedia. I didn't know nothing. Never read a comic, never watched a cartoon. I didn't know anything. But Rich has educated me. Now I know everything. Now I'm also an expert.
Generation X's,
Yeah.
Hepzibodies.
I can say Money Saint Croix properly.
Money Saint Croix.
And like other YouTubers out there, you know who you are.
I think I did a good job in educating. I think a lot of YouTubers say Money Saint Croix now.
We spread the awareness of Money Saint Croix. Your boy's got tools. Says the old intro beat was fire. Thank you very much. But I like the new one. I like how it makes me laugh that in the new one, the only clip of Rich has hair. And then people join the stream, and because you were wearing that wig from that 90s episode that we did. So like, people join
do you know what? That was probably my favourite episode, was that 1997. And I don't think people realise how fucking much effort. If you go back and watch it, literally, it was so much effort into that. And by like the figures that were out at the time, finding like comic books that were out that week, like TV shows that were on the TV, like the trading cards were ones that were out in '97. We did so much work for that one. That should be our best episode.
I changed all the graphics for the 90s vibe as well. Well, do you remember? Yeah, what year was that? I wouldn't be able to find it, would I? It'd be too far back. Maybe I can search it.
No, it's just look for the graphic that's different. It's not that bad, is it?
Oh yeah, it's hard to. It'll be easy to find for them, but I mean, like on my end, I'd have to search for ages. But yeah, it's a fun episode.
I've done a lot more dressing up than Brandon ever did. He just put a moustache on once. That's all he did.
That wasn't Brandon. That was his cousin Eugene or whatever, right? That was just Brandon's cousin that just looks exactly like him. So technically, Brandon never dressed up. He just invited a friend, his family member, onto the stream. I'm going to be doing another unboxing on Saturday, by the way. So, no Legends and Liquor on Sunday, but Amanda's told me she's going on one of her hikes on Saturday. I can't remember where she's going, but she said it's like a 4-hour drive away. So I was like, oh, okay. Gives me some afternoon time. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing live on Saturday. Probably while the football's on in the background, so it'll be very casual. I've got some Legends I want to open up. I've got the mini comics wave I still need to open. So if you want to join me on Saturday, I don't know what time or anything, but have channel membership alerts on and all that good stuff. I'll be going live on Saturday, and you're welcome to join me then. But I've just made the after show tonight public, which is right there. See it purple? Right there, 5-year anniversary, Let's Talk Toys. Starts in 7 minutes. Go and click that. Go and join to that stream. Let me share this. So we're going to head over to there with you guys. If you're a channel member at the Huku Deluxe tier and you want to join us, come and join us. We are chatting shit though. Let's be honest. This show has been no content of value. If you are watching this, you're a real one. We're very self-aware. We need to get back into the stream of finger streams. Next week, we will be looking forward to San Diego Comic-Con 2026, starting those early predictions. Special guest, your boy's got toys, Alexi. He's excited to discuss San Diego Comic-Con 2026. So we'll be back next week with the streams. But yeah, head over to the bonus show, all right? We're going to continue the nonsense over there. Rich, hand on heart, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you very much. You make my first day so much more enjoyable. It would be very weird if I was just sat here on my own talking to the void. So I appreciate you and your friendship and your support.
Yeah, I just want to say as well, I don't think I'd say this enough, but you are my favourite YouTuber from Coventry, like who does Marvel Legends reviews. So thank you for that, Dan. Thank you for all you do.
I know.
Best one.
Brings a tear to my eye, you know. Whew. What's that? Amanda's just informed me I am the only Marvel Legend YouTube reviewer from Coventry.
What's that? David Displays is moving to Coventry. Yeah, come on, David Displays.
You bastard. He's not allowed in. You're not allowed in, David. Get out of there. Yeah, 5 more years. I'm not going anywhere, by the way. I'll see you on the 10-year anniversary. I'm not going anywhere. Hasbro, it doesn't matter if it's Marvel or on Hasbro. it's not. I'm not here because of Hasbro. I'm here because I love Marvel and I love recreating that world in plastic. So as long as they're still making good Marvel toys and I've still got a good community, I'm not going anywhere. All right. So
I gotta say that I am probably you because of Hasbro, because the Toy Biz Marvel Legends are a big stinking pile of shit, to be honest with you. I love the Hasbro versions. There we go.
I've said it since the day I started this channel. Hasbro Legends are good. Not everything they do is great, but when you look back and reflect on the Marvel Legends line, it's one of the best toy lines in history, full stop, period. It's just some people think it's cool to hate on them. And like things, when we don't like something, we discuss it and then we move on with our life. We don't make a 10-hour stream about the things we hate. We'd rather focus on the stuff we like. That's all. We're not saying things.
Starting next week, you can join me on my show, What Rich M Hates, which is going to go on for 3,000 episodes.
Yeah.
Start with Kitty Pride.
Yeah.
John comes with collectors to my first guest to rebuttal me.
No, I love Legends, and I will never let anyone tell me otherwise. All right, Legends are my favourite toy line. It forever will be. Yeah, it's a fun place to recap it with you guys. Anyway, I've been talking far too long. What am I plugging? I've plugged my after show. We're going over to the after show. The link's in the description. Shout out Jeff the Landshark. Welcome to the Who Crew, my friend. And we will see you on the 6-year anniversary, I guess. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I apologise for today's show. I am very self-aware. It was a rambling load of nonsense.
Watch 97 episode where we went back to 1997 over here.
97 there for Rich, because it's Rich's
or Captain America
episode.
on this side.
Yes. So go there for something else, and 97 will be there. Bye-bye.